Hello everyone, welcome back to the
Young and Driven podcast.
It's me again, Alliance Ozawayo. I'm here with
Zigira Lugeva.
We're very excited to be back again. If it's your first time to be here, just know that you're in the right place. And if you liked our first video and you came back, just expect that we are getting better.
Nice.
Today, I would like to first start with how is everyone today? How are you, Lucas?
I'm very good. As we said last time, I read the comments. Team 4 Eyes won. And as you can clearly see, I came with my 4 eyes. So now I have nothing to judge. So my week's been pretty good. Classes have been rough, but all is well.
Great. How are you, Letitia?
Well, I'm doing well. I'm doing wonderful. I feel so happy today to be doing our second video. It's been a long time, but we are back, yeah?
Nice.
And what else? Yeah, I also feel like, black girl power, the afro hair is here,
Okay, I didn't want to say this, but since you said this, what inspired the haircut? What inspired the haircut?
What inspired the haircut?
I just love having my natural hair out.
Nice. It suits you.
Thank you.
Guys, what do you think it looks better on her? Me, I think it looks better.
I also think it looks better.
Me too, right?
It's out of question.
I agree.
So we're back again and happy to be here. But we would like to take this time to appreciate everyone who took their time to comment, give feedback, share. We really appreciate you. And I would like to ask each one of us, what was the comment that stood out for you? Or what was the feedback that many people gave you? I'll start with Letitia.
Well, the feedback I liked mostly in the comment is the one where they say that they love the name of the podcast. Yeah, it was really nice. Like the podcast, it was very encouraging. And also the feedback of you guys telling us how this podcast has helped you, how you were doing bad choices, but now you're considering doing the right choices again. So it was really encouraging, and we hope the more we do more videos, the more encouraged you guys will be, because we are here to empower you guys.
We're here to serve.
Right. Then Lucas, apart from the eyes, what was the feedback from your close people?
Well, I was honestly shocked. This video got way more hype than I expected it would. But I got to see many comments back there. Some of my old high school buddies commented. They were talking about how they liked the video, they liked the content, how they liked you guys as well. So they were really appreciative of like the way we took the initiative to talk about things like this. Many people don't consider this to be a serious topic. They were expecting it to be something fun like a comedy show, or people who know me didn't believe it would be something serious. But I was really perplexed seeing that people actually took it seriously and they actually enjoyed the content within. So that's what really motivated me to keep going and inspired me to keep doing what I do.
That's great. Well, as for me, I think many people said I was quiet, but I'm quiet, guys. I'm a quiet person.
Okay.
Yes.
No comments.
It's one of the reasons I'm hosting this episode today. I think I'm being punished for that, but
No, come on.
it's okay. So, also, many people were asking, how did we meet? Some people don't know us, but we're not going to say everything in this video. Just stay tuned. But today we're going to tell you how we met.
Okay.
The few of us, like briefly. So starting, we met in this leadership program after my studies in university. I went for a leadership program, and that's where I met these two wonderful people. So Lucas, you can also share.
Okay, so I was at home, jobless, schoolless. I was wondering what I was about to do next.
Everything less.
No, I have to be honest, right? We're being honest. Everything was less and less and less. And one day, someone very close to me, someone I consider to be a mentor of mine, was like, but you guys, you have potential. Like, I would like you to go and attend this leadership camp. And I wasn't really excited about the idea. But then out of respect and a bit of convincing, I applied for it. I got in, and that's where I met my lovely co-host you see here.
Yeah.
Letitia.
So as they said, we met in this leadership program. It was more of a transitioning area from high school, figuring out what you're going to do next in life. And I think I had quit my job and I was waiting for another place to be. And I found myself in this leadership program and I met these amazing people where we got to get together, had shared visions and passions we had. And that's why we're here making this dream come to life.
Yes. Okay. So if you need to know more about us, just watch other episodes. Okay.
Leave a comment down below and we'll make an episode about that too.
Yeah. Yes. So from the first episode, we talked about choices, and I hope each one of you learned something. If you didn't watch the video, just go back on the channel. You're gonna find it.
Always go back. It's cool.
So I hope y'all are taking good choices now. So you're wondering what you're gonna talk about today. Probably saw it on the title.
But yeah, today we're talking about something very interesting. And we're gonna make it so personal. So yeah, be expectant.
It was personal, necessary.
Yes. So today we're talking about success. So in this world, everyone wants to be successful. And when you hear that someone is successful, it gets your attention. You're like, you need to know this person. Like, oh, this person achieved things. But what is success really? What is the meaning of success? So from dictionaries or any sources, there are two meanings of success. The first one is achieving your goals or your purpose.
Yes.
And the other one, which is well known, is attaining wealth, position, fame. And I think most people define success like that. But I would like to ask each one of you, how do you define success? I'd like to start with Letitia. What is the meaning of success to you?
Success to me, well, there are different versions of success that I had. Mostly as a young child growing up, I thought success is, having this many cars, living in the luxurious homes and all that. But as I grew up and getting to learn and develop, I got this definition of success from Miles Monroe. He said that success is the fulfillment of your purpose and what the reason you were created. So when you find that purpose of the purpose why you were created and you fulfill that purpose that you were created for, then you're successful.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's that
That's
simple.
That's simple.
Right.
deep.
So
That's
Lucas,
deep.
what is success to you?
So I also used to view success as something more of a financial increase, or let's say if you have a goal and you achieve it, if you have like a lifelong goal and you achieve it, I used to believe that was success. But now I see success as a transition phase from a state of, let's say, owning less to owning more, not just financially, but like emotionally, spiritually, socially. I feel like it's a transition like from a lower stage of life to a higher one.
Yes.
An improvement in a way. Yeah. I think like success goes hand in hand with improvement in everything we do.
Right. That's great. For me, I also had the same thought about success. I thought like, if I heard success, I thought about the net worth of someone, like your bank account. That should be your
That's very
success.
cool.
Yeah. I think that's what we grew up into. But now I learned that success is more about achieving your purpose. So that means you can be successful in different things. It doesn't mean it's all about money or any specific thing. It depends on your purpose, and we all have different purposes. Right. So the next question I have for you guys is, do you feel pressure to be successful? And if yes, where do you think that pressure comes from? Lucas?
Okay, I'm going to answer this one first. I believe everyone feels pressure to be successful to some degree. But me personally, I've seen many people like put a stone for me to climb up and be where I am today. I haven't lived alone. By God's grace, I have both my parents. I have a loving and caring family. And whenever I see how much time and effort they put into like my education, my well-being, and I've always had food, I've always had clothes. Like people have done so much for me. I feel like I owe it to them to like not pay them back in a sense, but like for them to see me being successful. I push by every day, believing that one day I'll be able to, show that their efforts were not in vain. Show that their hard work was appreciated. And what they did for me really helped me. It's more like being thankful and considerate. Yeah. That really drives me towards success. Yeah. That's what pushes me. Yeah.
It's more like a motivation.
It's more like a
not
motivation.
Pressure.
No, the pressure is also there as well because, okay, it's just pressure is exactly, and like, I used to feel like in high school pressure was there, but as soon as I finished, then I'm going to the next step. Pressure only increases, guys. It's like you take a short break,
or decreases.
It increases. But like, I feel like the pressure always like it stops for a moment. Then once you realize where you're going, it increases again. So like that, I'm older. I have like more expectations in life. I'll talk about that too at some point in time in the podcast. But I really do feel the pressure around me to be successful. But I feel it like a motivational source rather than a draining source. Yeah.
Letitia, do you feel pressure
to
be successful?
To a point, I felt pressured when I was done with high school, mostly because now you're transitioning to another life. And when you were like this successful person during high school, you have these great grades and everyone is looking at you, and then when you're out of school, everyone is like, what's next now? Are you going to get a job? Where are you going in life? So all of that just pressured me to feel like I need to be somewhere, I need to do something. And to a point I felt pressure till I calmed myself down and I said that not all these things, like they don't have to pressure me. I need to find out what my purpose is, what I need to do and follow that, not the pressures that are around me towards that, because it was killing me.
So I think we can all see that our dear Letitia over here was a straight A student. For those of you who know her,
she was successful.
High grades.
I didn't mean
top of the class. No, we know what you meant. It's okay. It's okay. We listen and we don't judge. Yes, we listen and we don't judge.
Okay, so for me, I always felt pressure, but I think for different reasons. Before, when I had a wrong definition of success, I had pressure because of comparison. Like I'd be like, people my age are, and I'm there. So that gave me pressure. I'm like, I need to be successful. I need to get that bag, if you understand.
Yes.
But now that I have a new definition of success, like achieving my purpose, and now I know my purpose, that there are many people who are going to be impacted by it. So the pressure I have now is that if I don't succeed or if I don't achieve my purpose, I owe some people like to achieve my purpose. So they're going to suffer as well.
Yes.
So that's the pressure I have now, not comparison anymore.
It's like your success is not just for you, but it's for other people
so
as well.
I'm like, I have to do it for me and for others as well. So that's where the, not pressure, motivation comes
motivation.
from. The drive. Yes.
Okay.
So, also another question is, have you ever felt like you were failing and like you're not being successful? Maybe not because of your own idea of success, but because of other ideas of success.
Yes.
Like for you are okay, but other people are like, that person is failing. Just because of their own definition of success.
Yes.
Have you ever been in that situation?
Yes.
Would you like to share with our group?
Okay, so I feel like I can very much relate to this in my education, my schooling. You know, we have this thing where like, whenever you see yourself do something good, there's always someone something better. You know, like you can never be the best. As long as there's other people in the world, there are always people who have done better than you. So like it would be really draining when, say, for example, you do this project for like 4 or 5 weeks, you finish it, you feel so good, you know, you feel so successful. And then you see some kid in another class did something 3 times better in 2 times less the time, you know, that would really drain me. But a tangible example I could give, in my robotics club back in high school, we were still new to the scene, very much new. And I felt pushed because like I was more or less heading the thing, but I felt pushed to, you know, give it my everything, you know, put in my all. And we went for the contest. We didn't win, but like I felt so sad because like other teams had won. I didn't count the experience and everything, but other teams won and they felt so drained. But my teammates were like, hey, it's our first time. We're cool. We're fine. But I was so angry. I didn't eat that day, but you know, that's one time where I could see that I was getting success by not my own standards, but by other people's standards.
Right. Robotics, huh? We are here with some important people. Letitia.
So for me, every time I feel like I have failed is when I don't do something to my fullest potential. Like if I know I would have done more and I did not do my best, then I feel like I have failed. Because to me, success is doing something to my best and achieving that purpose. So when I don't do it to my best, then I have failed. And most of these things, I saw them in high school when I used to do debates and, and public speaking. So sometimes we would have debates and, this kind of sense of pride where you feel like, guys, this team is not much compared to us. And, and you go there and you feel like these guys, we are going to beat them. And I don't put that much effort because I feel like I'm going to do it, and then it ends up going the other way around. So that I feel like I fail when I don't reach out to my full potential. Yeah, I feel like I fail.
So whenever you don't give 100% in your mind, you feel like you fail.
That's failing. Because if you know what, I'll give an example. We know a phone or a tablet, So when a tablet does not function to its full capacity, then it's not doing what it was meant to do. And even the creator of that person will be disappointed. So each and every one of us, God has given us a purpose. He has given us what to do. Each and every one of us has a thing or two to do. So when you don't do that thing to your full potential, as a tablet does not do something to its full potential, then in a way it has failed. So its success, it's working towards that full potential. Yeah.
Okay, that's nice.
But that's hard because we don't always achieve something 100%.
Yeah, but when you put in your energy, at least you'll be like, though I failed, but I put in my full energy.
You have no regrets.
You have no regrets because you've done it to your maximum.
So we go back to the point that other people outside might think that you're not succeeding, but for you, the effort you put. For you, you're not failing.
That's actually very powerful. So measure success by your own standards, not by other people's standards.
That removes that thing of comparing yourself to others. Because if you compare yourself to other people, then you'll be like, you depend on what they say or what they call your success. But when it's you, when you fulfill what you want to succeed in, then it will be peaceful. Even though other people are not seeing that you have done great, you just feel an inner sense that I made it.
There's a quote I heard once about this thing. I think it was one of our classes. One of our instructors told us that if you live by other people's praises, then you'll ultimately be destroyed by their bad words or by their negative criticism. That's the right word. Thank you, criticism. So I believe that when you become your own compass for success, you have a higher chance of staying in what you do. Because guys, it's very draining to go on people's opinions. People can like you today and hate you tomorrow. So if you live that kind of life, then I fear that you might never be able to achieve your full potential. So always remember, success isn't defined by other people, but it's defined by you, your heart. It's your success, not theirs.
Yes.
Yeah, it's your success.
And it's okay
theirs.
if it doesn't make sense to other people. As long as it makes sense to you, then you're successful. So we would like to shock the audience. They might see us and think that we've never felt successful because of our age, because we don't look like rich people. Guess what? At a point in life, we felt successful. Yes. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Would you like to share with us your successful moments?
It's okay.
I'll start with you, Lucas.
For this one, I would like ladies to go first, so I'm processing this one.
No.
It doesn't work here.
No.
Okay, it's fine. Silly's first and work here. I've felt the most success in my life currently when I finished high school. Finishing high school was a very, very, very big win for me. My high school was, let's say, very competitive, It was
okay if you name it or
no,
it's
thank you. No, it's confidential.
It's a tough one.
But if you want to know the name, guys, it's always no. Some of you guys know. Some of you guys don't know, but it's survival for the fittest, So going there was a very interesting experience, both in my faith, in my education, in my character as a person. But it was a very competitive area. I would study with people who were nevertheless rather than geniuses. And when in Rome, you act as Roma, When you study with people who are smart, you also become smart by comparison. So finishing high school there was, let's say, one of the biggest milestones in my life to date. I felt like I had succeeded, I won't tell you my grades, but just not after finishing high school, I felt personally that I had succeeded in something in life. Like I never thought, that when we were all young, when you think like we never end high school, like high school never end. Remember when you're like in grade 12, S1, you never felt like high school would end, but then actually ending high school and like holding my diploma in my hands, I was like, yeah.
This is success.
This is success. This is success. Yeah, the first success.
And yet others to person on the podcast. Wow. Letitia.
For me, my greatest success is when we went for the East African Debate Championships.
Wow.
And I became the best speaker in East Africa. It was very crazy. I never imagined myself to be there, standing there in front of big people. Hey guys. Yeah, it was very scary, but I really thank God that happened. That's my greatest success of all. I felt, actually, guys, let me tell you something. It wasn't because I was a good speaker, because there were Kenyans. You guys know Kenyan people. They speak some vocabularies that you can't even understand.
Are you familiar with this concept?
Are you
familiar with this concept? Really?
But by God's grace, because I have this tendency where I say that everything I do, let it be for the glory of God. And something I've realized, God loves His glory. So He glorified Himself in that. Yeah.
That's
I'm so
really
thankful.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So our lovely host, tell us, when was the last time you felt successful?
I'm also a successful person.
Very much so.
Yeah.
We can testify.
So I really can't name one event where I felt successful.
So there are that many.
There are many.
There are that many.
But you don't know.
Really?
But okay, let me say it like this. For me, as we say, success is achieving your purpose. Whenever you achieve your purpose, then you feel successful. So one of my purposes, or my main purpose, is to impact people's lives. So whenever I see that I made an impact or I influenced someone in any way, maybe in their spiritual journey, in their academics, anytime, I see that I made an impact in a person's life, I feel successful. Anyway, so this should be encouraging you guys to know that success is not waiting until you're 40 or 50 or when you die. Some people think
driving cars, yes. Success can come at all levels, all different timelines, shapes, and sizes. Success can be different depending from person to person. So just because you don't succeed like someone else doesn't mean you're not successful. You could be at any point in your life and you've had that one moment for success. So guys, tell us, you personally, when was one time you felt like you had succeeded in life? Like, think about that one time where you were like, I've succeeded. I may not have a private jet. I may not have like a big company, a car, like these fancy cars. Sorry. But like, when was this one time you felt, when was this one?
But it's
a bicycle,
truth.
really?
It's the truth.
Okay, it's okay, scratch that. But like,
that was personal.
So like, tell us, when was the last time you personally felt like you were successful?
Yeah,
Yes.
you can write it in the comments.
I'd love to see what you guys think. Yeah,
I'm
it's
so
cool.
curious to know. So we like to give advice, like, to people who are watching us. What do you think a person can do to become successful? We learned that it's not having money. Don't tell them how to get money, please. Like, what do you think is the keys? You can say two, each person can say two of them. The two things you think can play part in your success. Yeah.
Okay.
Tisha or Lucas, you can start.
Okay, since Lely's first doesn't work here, I'm going to say, me personally, I believe success heavily lies in the foundation. And I feel like most people don't feel successful because they have either a cheap or, let's say, or a wrong foundation for success. Let me give you like a short reference. You might say that your goal in life maybe is like to drive a Ferrari, fast car, very expensive, very chic, very good looking. But you might live in a place that can't allow you to drive a Ferrari. So that makes it unrealistic, So when you set your life in achieving an unrealistic goal, then you will have what you call unrealistic success. And it will be very draining for you to keep pushing for something. And then you have like, let's say a cheap goal. As soon as you achieve it, you lose your drive. You lose your drive. It's like your success will be based on like a specific thing. And once you get that thing, you won't feel motivated to keep working. You won't have that thing that wakes you up in the morning, that keeps you going to your job, makes you keep studying. Once you base your success on something cheap, then your success itself becomes cheap. And then a wrong foundation as well. I believe that people believe success to be the end goal, like at the top of the mountain. Yet every step of the way can be seen as success. Something I've learned in life, it's like when you're trying to achieve something, like when you're trying to achieve something, you set small milestones, you know? Let's say, for example, my goal in life is to become, let's say, the head of a given company, you know. You might say, for example, small milestones are like, one day I'll buy a building, one day I'll hire like 2 employees, 3 employees. Like you make milestones, like short achievements, short goals that eventually lead to the big one. And the more you see small goals, the more you'll be motivated to keep going. You start taking the small things and they eventually make something big. However, if you're always feeling like, until I reach the big thing, I'll succeed then you'll always feel like you're not doing enough. That's when you begin comparing yourself. That's when you begin feeling bad about yourself. That's when you begin seeking validation from other areas you're not true, you know? So always have small goals that motivate you and encourage you and make your foundation strong. Something lasting, you know? Something that even after you achieve, you can do better. You can do more. Yeah. That's what I would say would help people who like struggle with making success, like feeling like they've succeeded.
Yeah, that's very important. Thank you, Lucas. Letitia?
For me, an advice I would give to someone who wants to be successful, well, I only have 5 questions for you that you need to answer yourself.
Only 5. Only 5.
First of all, you need to know, why am I here? Who am I? What was I created for? Where am I from? And where am I going?
Take notes.
I will repeat. Why am I here? Who am I? What was I created for? Where am I from? And where am I going?
Take notes.
So if you answer those questions, it will help you not to compare yourselves with other people, because my purpose is not Lucas's purpose and it's not Alliance's purpose. We all have different things that God has created us for. We are all uniquely created. And something I'm going to leave you with is the greatest tragedy of life is not death. Like the greatest tragedy in life is not death, but it's a life without a purpose. So when you know why you are here, and you know who you are and where you're from and where you're going, then I think that's the whole reason for success, because you won't compare yourself to others, because you'll say, I am this one, I was created for this is my gift that God has given me. And something I've learned is that your gift creates room for you in this world.
Yes, I agree.
If you have a gift of singing, gift of doing what, there is room for you in this life. So discover those questions and discover your purpose, discover what God has created you for. And after you know that, let me tell you guys, success will just flow.
It will come naturally, So to make it easier to understand, it's like people are unique. And if everyone, like if in all the 8 billion people, like everyone is unique, then your success shall also be unique. You can't succeed like someone else. Like your success will be unique like you. Strive for your own personal success. Don't be like comparing yourself to someone else's success.
Something to add on. Most of us young people, we like to compare ourselves with others. If you see your friend has this, then you feel pressured to have that as well. Like that comparison. And mostly when we do that, we tend to forget our identity and the uniqueness that is in us, just because I want to be like this one, I want to be like this person. Actually, no, you have a uniqueness in you. Figure out that uniqueness that is in you, something that separates you from other people, and develop that. And you know, the most amazing thing is that you'll know in the world there is space for you. You don't have to amount to others. There is a uniqueness that you have.
That is so great and so powerful. I hope everyone learned something today. And adding on what they said, I won't add much. But
what about you? What about you?
Yes, I won't add much. But there is no specific equation for success.
That's
like I do this, I add this, then it equals to success. There isn't. So the first step, as they said, is finding your purpose, because success is achieving your purpose, not the world's purpose, not another person's purpose or the world's expectation, but your own purpose. So you have to know your purpose. That's the first step. And then next, you have to have discipline. There's no success without discipline.
Yeah, that's very powerful.
You can't have a purpose and just rest and be like, I have a purpose. Without working on it and having discipline, like knowing what you have to do and what you don't have to do. Right, I think that's all. Do you have something to add on?
I think commitment, yes. Accountability. Accountability,
yeah.
So we have this thing. Accountability is something most people don't like, but it's like you'll set a goal and then you forget it. A simple example, you'll be like, I want to go to the gym for like the next week. You go there day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4 it rains. No, I'm not looking at anyone in specific. Like day 4 it's raining, then you'll sleep. Day 5 you'll be like, I slept yesterday, let me sleep today as well. Day 6 you forget the thing completely, and then by day 7 you stop the idea. So accountability, it's more like it works better if you have someone pushing you, but you can set reminders, you can set people who will keep you accountable for your goals. If you plan something, see it to the end.
Yes.
Discipline is one thing, but accountability is something else. Be like, check on yourself regularly and be like, am I doing what I said I will do? Am I working towards my goal? Am I working towards like the small milestones I told you about? Always hold yourself accountable. And if you can't hold yourself accountable, find someone or something to hold you accountable. Yeah, there are apps for that. There are friends.
There is something Lucas said that you have to start with these small things in order to amount to something big. So start learning to start small habits. Maybe if you say that I want to succeed academically, then you should start by doing small habits, develop small habits, wake up early, study, ask teachers what you don't understand, start study groups with your peers, and slowly start exploiting that great potential that is within you. Push yourself towards the full capacity that you can through these small things, and you will be amazed on how these small habits you're going to develop are going to build something great.
Yeah, that's really great. And also remember to celebrate.
Celebrate your milestone, guys.
So it was a great episode. I hope everyone enjoyed it, and we are looking forward to seeing you in the next episode.
One last thing though, I'd like to say something personal. Guys, success is not sweet. I'm going to be honest, success is not sweet. I feel like
the way to success, or
no, success itself is not sweet. Even the way. Let me tell you something. I feel like social media and things lie to us. You see someone successful enjoying life and you feel like they've already done that. People never post their struggles, they only post their victories. So like you see someone enjoying life and you'll be like, that's success. But yet in the background, like 2-3 years before, they were struggling, not sleeping, not living. So I want you to remember that success is not sweet. So when you're struggling, just know it's a journey. So whenever you're struggling, you feel like giving up, know you're on the road to success. Something I would like to add out of personal experience. Yes.
So Letitia, would you like to say some last?
What can I say? Thank you guys for joining us through till the last end. If you joined till this last minute, we are very excited.
Really appreciate
and we would like you guys in the comment to share your success so that we can celebrate with you guys. We would love to know what you guys did. This one succeeded in the robotics. She feels successful when she impacts people.
No robots.
No, the club. And we would like to know more, and something would like to say, we told you if you guys want to know more about how we met, the reason behind this, you have questions, please feel free to write in the comments, in our DMs. We'll be glad to get to know that.
And we'll always answer. Nobody writes to us and you don't answer them. So like if you're curious, the comment section is your playground. Feel free with it. Play with it. Ask anything you'd like. Nothing is too small. It's cool.
Right, so you can feel free to share, because sharing is caring. So if you care about us, please share our content.
And if you have any suggestions for future videos as well, if you have anything you'd like us to answer specifically or address, please do write in the comments as well.
Right, that's all today. So stay driven.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you.
We love you guys.
It's been a pleasure and an honor.